And client no-shows waste your valuable time. Forgotten follow-ups with prospects cost you potential business. And when your team misses project deadlines because tasks weren't properly tracked, your reputation takes a hit. Hi everyone, I'm Eric, and today I will show you how to prevent these common business problems using Google Calendar, tasks, and appointment slots. After implementing this system, our clients have reported significant time savings, reduced no-shows, and better task management, especially during their busiest periods. In this video, you will learn how to set up Google Calendar for maximum clarity, how to use Google Tasks to manage your to-dos without letting anything slip, and how to create appointment slots so that clients can book your time without the email ping pong. If you are juggling client meetings while trying to stay on top of your own tasks, this system will change how you work. So with that, let's dive in. Now, first things first, let's tackle Google Calendar setup. Now, most people just click and add events, but here's what works better. Create calendar templates for different meeting types. Now, for example, if you are a real estate agent, you could create templates for property viewings with specific fields for address, client name, and property notes. Each template saves time per entry, and that adds up really quickly if you schedule multiple meetings every week. Now here's how to do it. Click the Create button or select a time slot. Add your event details. For recurring events, look for the Does Not Repeat dropdown. Attach relevant documents directly to your events and skip the email attachments. Add Google Meet links for virtual meetings with a single click. Now let's talk color coding, but not just random colors. If you run a construction business, for example, you might use a system like this. Red for client meetings or revenue generating activities, blue for internal team meetings, green for administrative tasks, and purple for personal appointments. Now this isn't just pretty, it actually creates instant visual awareness of how you are spending your time. When you can see that only a small portion of your calendar involves direct client work, then you might restructure your week to prioritize revenue generating activities. Next, let's set up proper calendar sharing for your team. The biggest mistake that we see is sharing calendars with full editing permissions. When a marketing agency did this, an intern accidentally deleted the CEO's client meetings. And instead, what you can do is select your calendar and click Settings and Sharing. Under Share with Specific People, click Add People. Enter your team members' emails and choose the right permission level. See all event details for most team members. Only give Make Changes access to assistants who actually need it. And for project-based teams, create separate calendars for each project. A web development team with 5 concurrent client projects reduced missed deadlines by 60% using this approach. And last calendar tip, set up smart notifications. Don't just rely on the default 10-minute pop-up. Instead, go to Settings, Event Notifications, and set default notifications for all events. And for important meetings, add custom notifications. 1 day before, 1 hour before, and 10 minutes before. And enable email notifications for critical events. A plumbing business owner told me that this simple change reduced his no-show rate from 15% down to under 3%. And this is because both he and his technicians got timely reminders for service appointments. Part 2, Google Tasks Setup. Now let's connect Google Tasks to your calendar. Full disclosure, here at itGenius, our larger team has moved to Asana for more complex project management, but Google Tasks is perfect for small teams or individual business owners who don't want the overhead of another platform. Google Tasks is already built into your Google Workspace, so there's no additional cost or new login required. Click the Tasks icon on the right sidebar of your calendar. If you're in property management, you could use this system for creating a main task for each property maintenance request, adding subtasks for each step, inspection, ordering parts, scheduling, repair, following up, assigning due dates that appear directly on the calendar. And when you break projects into subtasks, you move from vague, I should probably work on this, to specific actionable steps. For small teams without dedicated project managers, this structure really helps keep everyone aligned. Now, the real magic happens when you add due dates to your tasks. So what you need to do is click on a task, add a due date and time, And now it appears on your calendar alongside your meetings. If you are an interior designer struggling multiple projects, then you might set task due dates 2 days before the actual client deadline. This gives yourself buffer time for unexpected issues. Now, the secret weapon that most people miss is creating tasks directly from emails. When you get an email that requires action, in Gmail, click on the email, click the Add to Tasks icon, set a due date, and the email is now linked to your task. For a law firm, this could be invaluable for tracking client communication. Each time you promise a document or response to a client via email, then you can create a task with a due date. This helps ensure that nothing falls through the cracks, which can significantly improve client satisfaction. And don't forget to install the Google Tasks mobile app. If you are a consultant, then you could use the mobile app to capture tasks during client meetings. Instead of writing notes that get lost, you can add tasks in real time with specific due dates. This eliminates the post-meeting scramble to remember what was actually promised to clients. And now for the game changer, appointment slots. Here's how to set them up. In Google Calendar, click Create, then Appointment Schedule. Name your booking page, for example, client consultations, and set your general availability. These are which days and times you're available. Determine the appointment duration, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, etc., and add buffer time between your appointments. If you are a therapist with a private practice, then you could use this to completely eliminate scheduling phone calls. By blocking out specific hours for new client consultations, your slots would book automatically, freeing you to focus on your clients instead of administrative work. Once you've created appointment slots, you'll get a booking page link. Now, this link is pure gold. You can add it to your email signature, include it on your website, send it in response to "Can we meet?" emails, and you can add it to your social media profiles. For a financial advisor, adding this booking link to email signatures and website could save hours weekly on scheduling calls that would otherwise require multiple back and forth emails. Now, let's make your booking page work harder for you. Add a description explaining what the appointment is for. Customize the booking form to collect information that you need before the meeting. Set scheduling windows or how far in advance people can book. And lastly, you can add appointment limits per day to prevent overloading yourself. Now, if you run a small marketing agency, you could use this to collect client information before discovery calls. By asking specific questions on your booking form, you might be able to eliminate a full discovery call from your sales process, shortening your sales cycle significantly. If you do have a paid Google Workspace account, you can even set up paid appointments. Connect your Stripe account, set your rates for different appointment types, and clients pay when they book. For a personal trainer without administrative staff, this feature could handle the entire booking and payment process automatically, eliminating manual payment collection and scheduling coordination. If setting this up sounds overwhelming, it can be, but here at itGenius, we can actually help. We've implemented this exact system for hundreds of businesses without downtime and with full data security using Google Workspace's organizational units and advanced permissions. Visit itgenius.com to book a free consultation on how we can set up your entire Google Workspace environment properly, not just calendar and tasks. And now let's put it all together. When fully integrated, here's what your system looks like. Calendar shows all of your meetings and events. Tasks with due dates appear directly on the calendar. Booked appointment slots automatically populate your calendar, and everything syncs across all of your devices. For a small accounting firm during tax season, this integrated system could reduce administrative work significantly because everything is visible in one place. Client appointments, document deadlines, and internal review tasks. Here's an advanced tip: time blocking. Don't just schedule meetings, schedule time to work on tasks. Create calendar events for focused work. You can align these blocks with your task due dates and you can even color code them differently from your meetings. And most importantly, protect these blocks as you would client meetings. If you are a web developer running your own business, then you might use 90-minute time blocks for coding work, scheduling specific times for focused work rather than just working on tasks when you have time. This actually could help you complete projects more efficiently. Another question that we often get is, should I have separate personal and work calendars? And the answer is yes, but make them work together. What you can do is create separate calendars for work and personal. Use different colors for easy visual separation. And you can view them together for scheduling, but hide them selectively when needed. If you are a consultant with school-aged children, then this approach could help you balance between client work with family responsibilities. You can see when school events conflict with potential meeting times, preventing double bookings that affect your family commitments. And the very last tip, set your working hours in Google Calendar. Go to Settings, Working Hours, select your working days and times, and this shows others when you're available for meetings. If you own a small retail business, you could use this to protect your mornings for inventory and financial work, only allowing staff meetings in the afternoon. And this simple boundary could increase your productivity by giving you uninterrupted focus time daily. Now, here are some questions. What if I need more features? Some businesses ask if they need more advanced tools. If you have complex needs like team resource scheduling or customer management, then you might eventually need specialized software. But for most small businesses, this Google system handles 90% of scheduling needs without additional cost. A boutique recruiting firm with only 4 recruiters tried a premium scheduling tool before realizing Google's system could handle their needs at no additional cost. And what about external calendar syncing? If you need to sync with external calendars like Outlook, then you can get the iCal link from your Google Calendar, add it to your other calendar applications. So if you work in real estate with various agencies, then this method could help you keep your Google Calendar in sync with your brokerage's Outlook system. Is this secure for client information? For businesses handling sensitive information, Google Workspace offers robust security. What you can do is enable 2-factor authentication, use Google Vault for compliance needs, and set appropriate sharing permissions. If you work in financial services with very strict compliance requirements, then you can maintain full regulatory compliance while using these tools by carefully managing permissions and even retention policies. All right, now let's recap what we covered. Set up Google Calendar with color coding and proper sharing permissions. Use Google Tasks to track to-dos and display them directly on your calendar. Create appointment slots to let clients book your time without the email back and forth, and integrate everything into one cohesive system that works across all devices. So with that, here is your action plan. Start with calendar organization and color coding today. Set up your first appointment schedule this week and begin creating tasks from emails to build the habit. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, then please do us a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more Google Workspace tips. Check out our video on Google Drive shared drives for teams to see how to organize your files just as effectively as your calendar. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.